Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs.
Wow, I just finished an extremely long vlog video I did not expect to make. No tears. No tears, okay? I did not have tears, and it was actually at the start of this video. I was starting this video and instead did that vlog video. So, you know, good for me. But, so yeah, you saw the credits roll at the beginning of the video. Not sorry about that, because I had just another moment where I looked at the Patreon and it blew my mind. And so I said, fuck it, I'm doing something because it blew my mind again. And until I'm done being hype about that, which is probably never, then you'll keep saying stuff like that. But no, I'm here because I love you all, and that's the whole point. I made a big vlog. Watch it, get some good insight, get some good to know Chavez things, a nice behind the scenes. But just know I'm here for you guys, and I'm here for all y'all, and I really appreciate everybody for being here. And I was almost not here. I was very close to not being here, and y'all made that a very small percentage of my life, of the channel, of almost not being here. So yeah, that's incredible. So let's get into this. What lives at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? That's a terrifying question for myself, hopefully for you, and let's go be scared by science. This YouTube channel is called Riddle, and they're really cool, and there's space videos coming up in a couple of days, because I just did that one, but I'm going to edit this one first, and that one will be up in like a couple of days. And the questions here are just shy of completely and utterly insanely interesting. So let's get into it.
There is one very deep place on our planet. It is called the Mariana Trench.
The Mariana Trench? I call it the Mariana Trench? I'm so fucking American. Mariana Trench.
You've already heard something about it before, haven't you? As we were all taught in school, Everest is the highest place on Earth. And perhaps you learned that the Mariana Trench
Alright, let's go.
is the deepest. And that is probably all you learned.
Oh, also,
the
I'm
average
still working towards monetization on the channel, so there will be censorship, but mild censorship. So I might miss some things, but we will shoot for strongly PG-13 to make sure I'm doing my part to stay here on the channel.
Education ends there. Few are given a larger account of the how and why of this mysterious abyss. You cannot imagine what secrets this place hides, and how strange are the creatures that live there. This deep furrow in the earth is in the west of the Pacific Ocean, near the Mariana Islands, from which its name is taken. The Mariana Trench is a huge V-shaped trough, 1,500 kilometers long and more than 11,000 meters deep. Something as tall as Everest could easily be dropped into this vast and near
Did you hear that?
channel.
You can take Mount Everest, the mountain, the giant mass above ground, and just bloop. Just bloop it right inside. That's how big the trench is, dude.
While still leaving more than a kilometer of water to the surface. And now about the inhabitants. For ages, it was believed that emptiness reigned and life there a priori was impossible.
That's what I was told.
Such a remote and monstrously
That's what I was told when I was
place.
in elementary school. When they first talked about it, they had in the textbooks that nothing lived there. So let's see how far science has gone since then.
The Soviet ship Vityaz proved otherwise in 1958. Scientists discovered life at a depth of 7,000 meters. More and more evidence was revealed that the inhabitants of the Mariana Trench existed not only in huge numbers, but also that time and the eons had not affected them in the least. In addition to all kinds of bacteria, invertebrates, and mollusks, there are enormous unidentified creatures to this day.
Smoke.
These are real monsters.
Ooh, don't you scare me like that, bro?
1960. Jacques Picard, a Swiss researcher, was the first to attempt an expedition to the bottom of the gargantuan gorge. Jacques and his partner, with the help of the deep-water bathyscaphe Trieste, reached the lowest point of the world ocean, the so-called Challenger's Abyss, almost 11,000 meters below sea level.
That pressure that you feel inside that submarine must be absolutely amazing. Like, I would not be able to comprehend what that shit would feel like.
These two brave men stayed there for no more than 20 minutes, but they saw enough to say there is life on the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The discovery was a worldwide sensation, is 1,100 times higher than our normal sea level atmosphere, approximately 3 tons per square centimeter. Even iron bends under such monumental forces.
Holy smoke. See what I'm saying, bro? Even iron would bend under that. That is crazy. Couldn't bend my dick, though.
But the local fish somehow feel nothing. Huge clams and strange subspecies of fish unknown to science bizarrely thrive in such conditions. But the discovery of life at a depth of 11,000 meters is not the only thing that made this dive famous, or should we say infamous. Many years later, the records of Jacques Picard's logbook were declassified. The blood runs cold in the veins at the information found therein. The researcher records a terrifying event about halfway to the bottom of the abyss. Quote, "A large disc-shaped object is accompanying our bathyscaphe and is visible through the porthole. The object is maneuvering and clearly looking at us."
Dude, then why did you keep going down? You said that happened to halfway? What made you go the other half? It's like if a girl going to give you head, she get halfway down, but see some shit she don't like, she coming right back up. Why did y'all keep going down? Men are stupid.
The object was seen clearly. There was no mistake. Unfortunately, or perhaps to the joy of our adventurers, the object disappeared from view after a few minutes. Who or what it was is still unknown. Our lack of knowledge about the nature of this phenomenon suggests that it may indeed perhaps be a creature from an unknown underwater civilization, or maybe some descendant of some more ancient, intelligent beast. Speaking of ancient creatures, 1985. The crew of the American ship Glomar Challenger carefully studied the bottom of the yawning, crushing concavity, lowering the 9-meter ball-shaped device called the Hedgehog.
I was about to say, you can send radars all the way down it to just like check to see what's in it. Why did you need to send people?
Suddenly, the computer began recording the strangest sounds. The cables holding the probe stretched and stretched and stretched almost to the breaking. The researchers rushed to bring the device back to the surface to find out the reason for these strange happenings.
Someone tried to eat it.
They attempted to reel it in, but the hedgehog
So you're like fishing, but with the hedgehog and in one of the deepest parts of the ocean. That's insane.
There, in the depths, something held fast to the device and wouldn't.
Did you reel it up?
Finally, after 3 hours of fighting, their machines could at last raise the probe. The unknown force had released it. And then, as the probe was pulled from the sea, a terrible sight was revealed to the scientists. The probe looked as if it had been in the jaws of an underwater monster. There were bite marks on the plating, and some of the steel cables had been torn off. What kind of creature could have done this? The incident caused quite a bit of consternation. The condition of the cables and platform was simply astounding. To contain this wave of fear, as all the team members were extraordinarily frightened, the official version of the incident was that the platform got stuck on a rock, which is what caused the damage. But the crew knew that there was something huge.
Wait, did you just conspiracy theory me in the middle of this, what I thought was a science video? What?
Enormously powerful.
What?
There, at a depth of 11
Did you just
kilometers.
Conspiracy theory me,
According to the official version, everything was the same as previously discovered. The bottom of the Mariana Trench is covered with various mountains, but the precise area where the studies were conducted was barren. There was not a single rock. There was nothing for the probe to get caught
How do you
on.
know that?
If that were so, the onboard instruments would have alerted them to a collision. But that did not happen. And apart from the terrible damage, there were still those horrible, heart-rending sounds, which no one has ever explained. Later, biologists suggested another more sensational version of the incident after systematically reviewing all of the long-term reports from the researchers. Their verdict? That a giant relic, the monster Megalodon, damaged the cables and platform.
My nigga, those things aren't even things anymore. Megalodons are not even things. Yeah, they lived 23 to 2.6 million years ago. Megalodons are not a thing. You can Google that and see that that's not what that is.
This huge prehistoric shark, which weighed 50 tons and was 22 meters in length, is a long extinct ancestor of modern sharks. It was believed that they disappeared more than 1.5 million years ago.
So then why the hell would you say that this is a megalodon? It could be so many other things that are still things. There are still things that are big enough to do that. Why would you pick that?
If the report is correct, then Megalodon did not depart this world after all.
No, the report just means that there's something that bit the thing. It either got stuck on a rock or something else bit it. Why would you pick something that's extinct that would bite it? God damn it, I'm not good with conspiracy theories.
The Mariana Trench. This idea did not come out of nowhere. The scientists had discovered a giant tooth the size of a man's hand. A thorough study confirmed the tooth did indeed belong to the ancient creature Megalodon. Some years later, a Japanese dry cargo ship, which passed over the storied trench, received a severe blow to its side, which literally made the ship jump in the water. At the same time, the water surface was absolutely calm. There were no reefs or other obstacles nearby. The crew of another vessel traversing the Marianas, the Federico Padre, saw in the distance a huge column of water jet into the sky, expelled perhaps by some beast. Just imagine the horror the sailors must have experienced. And here is the most recent example. Scientists during a recent expedition discovered an unusual jellyfish, which now and then looks something like an alien from another planet.
Look weird,
the body of the jellyfish with its long tentacles glows red and yellow. Scientists have captured it on video. The creature belongs to the jellyfish genus Crosota and has 2 sets of tentacles. The tentacles, as we can see, extend, eerily elongating while the body remains motionless. This behavior indicates that she hunts for her prey, luring them into an ambush. This bizarre creature was discovered in a mysterious and little-known area of the Mariana Trench called the Submarine Peak of the Enigma, at a depth of about 3,700 meters. Perhaps we have been looking for aliens in all the wrong places.
That's so true, though.
While we look to the sky and peer far into the heavens at some distant planet, they are right under us.
I like that as an ending for this video. So shouts out to shouts out to the channel Riddle, man. That was actually a really good ending to that video. Now, don't worry about me going off so much on the Megalodon thing because they moved on from it. So I will too, all right? I think there are actually giant crazy things in the trench. And if something, it's not that crazy to imagine something descendant from that still being in our oceans, given that nobody can go down there to fuck with them. What's stopping them from existing, right? The earth is, what, 70% water? So there's no reason why that still can't be a thing, man. But yeah, so that's insane. I don't like to think about things that live down there too much. But it doesn't scare me as much as it does my girlfriend, whom I might watch this video. ChavevzzSlovakia, I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.